Justyblox, and we're back in Creatures of Sonaria, and today we're checking out the new Easter creature. He's down here somewhere. The Ovufu. Ovufu? Where are you, Ovufu? There you are, looking incredible. This is the second time I've tried to record this. The first time my microphone was on mute. If you don't know where to get this creature, you use your eggs that you've collected. I've got nowhere near enough. If we go to buy creatures, we go to the Easter gacha, and it is now in here. So you've got the chance of one of 3 creatures, 33.3% chance. It costs 3,800 eggs, which isn't a small amount in all fairness. Not being funny, if you're trying for one particular creature, the chances of getting it are you've got a third chance of getting it. So you could end up with 2 rabbits and no Ovufu. So swings and roundabouts. Some people are going to have to grind for it. Other people are going to be really lucky and get it first time. I was really lucky because the devs gave it me. So thank you very much, devs. Let's have a look at the description. Large and devious beasts, the Ovufu are a sly and sneaky species. Hiding in rocks and forests, they hunt for smaller prey and scavenge eggs from unattended nests. Well, that doesn't sound very friendly. Their high intelligence and agility helps them to plot heists with each other against prey in nesting groups. So these things work together to steal eggs from nests that parents have lovingly built and tried to protect, and then these things come along and eat them. This is not a friendly creature. It's an amazing looking creature, but not a friendly creature. Now, we are going to do an AEREIS giveaway in this episode, but before you put your username in the comments below, listen to all of this. All you've got to do to enter is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and look out for the random word that's going to pop up on the screen. It's going to flash up on the screen somewhere during this video. If you watch this video, you won't be able to miss it. It's not a small word. It's not tiny. It's not hidden. It's very plain to see. Now, I'm only saying this because many people put their username in the comments below. Then I contact them as the winner and they don't know the word. And that's exactly what happened in the video before last. The winner didn't know the word, so didn't win an AEREIS, which is why in this episode I'm giving away 2 AEREIS. There are going to be 2 winners, but you do need to know that word. Do not put that word in the comments below. Anyone who puts the word in the comments below will be removed. All you got to do is hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, put your username in the bottom below. If you're chosen as a winner, I'm going to contact you, and as long as you can tell me that word, the word that appears in this video, you win an AEREIS. We're also later on going to announce the winner from the last video, so fingers crossed they know the word. Otherwise, I'll be giving away even more AEREIS in the future, which I'm going to anyway. We're planning on giving away a few more. Why not? You seem to enjoy the fact. Someone did ask if we were going to give away a different creature, which I didn't consider. If you like the idea of me doing other giveaways for other creatures, let me know in the comments below, and let me know which creature you'd like to see in a giveaway. Let's jump in. Let's have a look at this model, because it is a beautiful model. I know I've seen it already because I've already done the colors and everything. We're going to ignore that down there for a minute. Yeah, really nice model. It's quite unusual. It's based on a ferret as far as I know. And do you know what? I love the leaves and the twigs, and the flowers are beautiful. The only thing I was a bit unsure of was the face. And I figured that when I did my own colors, the face would look okay. So let's see what my colors turn out like. First up, we have the Canopy Faller. I really like how this color scheme turned out. We got the lighter belly. We got the dark brown sort of bark color, and then the green of the leaves and that. So this thing would, like, the idea is that it would be camouflaged in the trees. Very much, it would probably pick trees where the tree's got flowers on, so maybe a blossom tree or something, where it would blend in quite nicely, and you've got these lovely flowers on the back. And I sort of went very traditional with the color scheme on this one. I thought, yeah, think of it like a forest, go with those colours. That's what I've done. Then I thought, what if this creature varied depending on the season? Because obviously when you hit autumn, this creature's going to stand out a mile, so it must be harder for it to hunt. So it would be really interesting if it did actually change with the season. So I thought I'm going to try and do an autumn skin. So we've came up with the autumn pink nose, which I love. I really do. I know it's quite dark, but I really like the colour of these flowers. So they've gone a lot more muted, almost washed out, and then we've got rid of a lot of the green and replaced it with brown, because obviously if you think during the autumn all the leaves are shredded, like the trees shred their leaves, so it's a lot of bark. So we've gone very brown. We've still got all the leaves coming through, but they're not so prominent. And I think this turned out really nicely. I actually really like this. Obviously it's called the pink nose because it has a pink nose. Why not? I do like the face a little bit better with my own colours. I put a nicer eye on it, I feel, a more realistic eye. Then I looked at the palette and I thought, what is the most random colour? And the most random is this turquoisey, bluey, whatever colour you want to call it, which in the original model they've used it for the spots. And I thought, can I use that to come up with a skin that would suit the creature, not look ridiculous but still be quite different? So we've come up with the spring pond leaper, and it does remind me of something that would hang around ponds and that. I don't know which is my favourite. This is beautiful. I love the yellow flowers, the bright yellow flowers with the pink stems in the middle, and then the yellow coming through these leaves, because the leaves are very similar to the tail, but with that yellow streak in them, it really makes them pop and stand out. And then we've got these black spots tying in like the black claws and the black nose. It all brings it all together. It's really hard to choose my favourite because I actually really like colour in this creature. It's lovely. Apart from, if you're going to use this list on the left, I will tell you now that the pupil appears in many of these categories. Many categories. There we go. It lights up a couple of times. So I'd probably leave that till last to colour, because you might colour it first, and I always work from the bottom up. I don't know why, but I do. So I did my pupil first, and then one of these up here changes it again. Gums, I think it is. Like, it doesn't flash up with the gums, but I'm sure something up here changes it again. Anyway, let me know in the comments below which is your favourite. Is it the Canopy Crawler? Is it the Autumn Pink Nose? Or is it the Spring Pond Leaper? I quite like this one. I'm leaning towards this. Now, there's a massive difference between this one and the male. This is the female model. This is the male model, which looks incredible. Apart from it's got no flowers. That makes me sad. I love the flowers. I think depending on the colour scheme depends on which works better. In my opinion, the Spring Pond Leaper works better as a female with the flowers. But then if we go to the Autumn Pink Nose, I think that works better as a male. I think it brings a bit of green, a bit more green in there, a bit more colour, a few more leaves. I think that works really nicely. And again, with the Canopy Crawler, I think that works better with the male as well. So if we go to female, that's the female version, that's the male version. And because the Spring Pond Leaper is the odd one out and looks better as female, that's the one we're going to play as. That was easily to choose. Let's jump in, let's see what this thing can do. There's something really nice about this model. I really like how it's been animated and built. It stays very low to the ground, which, if you look at the legs, it probably could stand higher. But this thing skulks in the shadows, waiting for the prime time to nab an egg out of a nest. And I really like the fact that it feels like that when you're walking. Again, when we're running, it's the same thing. It stays very low. Those front paws are massive, and you can feel the power of them pulling it forward as it runs. Those front paws are doing all the work from the looks of it, which is lovely. And this is going to be one of my favourite creatures because it does eat meat and fruit and eggs, apparently, which aren't in the game, but it would be nice to have. Like, wouldn't that be cool if someone nested and you could go up and steal their egg? That would be so cool. It'd probably be really annoying for them, but I just think that's a great idea. It'd be an extra food source in the game for certain creatures, of course. So yeah, really liking this creature. It's got some lovely, lovely movements to it. And I love how big the tail is. Like, if we go out here, look, the tail's much longer than the body. The body sort of ends here, so that's the body. And then you've got this giant tail, and I really hope the tail stays that size as we get bigger. Like, colour in it, I didn't really notice the tail being massive, but from this angle, it does look ginormous. Oh, food. I'm going to have a nibble while I'm here, why not? Let's have a look at the eating animation. If I can get into a good position. Hello. Okay, it looks like he's pulling... It looks like he holds it down with his foot and then pulls the meat off it, which is really nice. Let's have a look. We might as well have a look at the drinking animation while we're here. We're not that thirsty, but there is water nearby, so... Oh, lovely. It actually looks like it picks it up in its mouth, flicks its head back and down its throat. That's really nice. Swimming-wise, we swim okay. One thing I look for in these creatures is what we're using to swim with. Like, creatures with a massive tail, normally you would think that's what propels them, but it's actually the feet. In this case, the tail's not doing a lot of the work. The feet are doing all the work, and that third leg in the middle there comes into play when you're swimming, which is really nice. I like that, and I like how the legs stretch out, and it... Not entirely sure I like when it's sort of stationary, the legs carry on working, which is a bit bizarre. You would think that would be propelling it forward. So maybe a different water idle animation, but the animation they have used is beautifully done. Really nice. Now, we're going to head out of the desert, because we all know that the desert is not a place you want to raise a child. I see a creature in the distance. We're going to avoid that. I don't want to get eaten. Oh, look how dark we are in this weather. Like, we almost look brown and black. That's very odd. Let's eat some food, because we do like our food. And for once, this creature with the middle arm, which I've always said the middle arm's always odd, because it doesn't reach the floor. It doesn't really do anything, but on this creature it does. This creature uses those hands. When it picks up eggs, those hands keep the egg safe and hold on to the egg while it runs away. And I think that's a lovely little feature. You could just imagine it having an egg in it. I'd like a pose or something that puts an egg in its hand. I think that would be lovely, so you could see... Well, actually, I suppose if they could eat eggs in the game, so someone would have a nest, they grow an egg, we could swoop in and we could use those hands to pick up that egg. That would look amazing, and then we'd have a food source that we could eat on the go until it runs out. I think that would be a great addition to the game. I'm trying to find somewhere we can lay low during the winter. Here seems good. Here seems very good. We do look ferret-like. I really like the design of this creature. It plays into the description so well, which is lovely. Like, it does frustrate me sometimes when the description is so vastly different to what you actually get, where in this case the description and the creature marry together beautifully, apart from the egg stealing. I demand that's put into the game, because I think that would be a really cool addition. We are now a beautiful, beautiful teenager. We are out of food, though. Food's not here anymore. It's disappeared. Okay, we're going to have to go and hunt for food, but let's have a quick look at us. So we've got some branches coming through on the tail. I think the tail's supposed to look bushy. It just looks spiky to me, though. It doesn't look bushy. It feels like the tail on that other creature. What's the creature that can drop its tail as bait? Like, it can drop its tail and it'll give it a chance to run away. That's what that tail looks like. We got a bit of fur on the back of the back of the back. Yes. Yeah, I like it. The tail is still staying massive, which suits me down to the ground. Really nice. We're so gonna starve at this rate. Oh, there's meat. My issue with random meat on the floor is it encourages carnivores. I know that I'm going to eat this meat, but I don't want something coming to eat me. And let's be fair, if I was a carnivore, I'd probably leave meat there to encourage people to go for it, and then I've got an easy pickings for hunting, right? That would make sense. I've done that before as water carnivores. Put some meat on the surface, wait for someone to come down and get it, bam, have them. It's not the fairest way of hunting, but it works. We interrupt this program for a very important announcement. The winner of the last AEREIS giveaway, which was the owl frustration video, the winner is, drum roll please, Jew144. Jew J-O-O-O-O-O-O-O-144. You have won your, well, you haven't quite won yourself an AEREIS. I am going to send you a message. Well, I'm going to send you a friend request on Discord, on Roblox. I'm going to send you a message. If you can tell me what the hidden word in the video was, you have won yourself an AEREIS. It's that simple. Congratulations, round of applause for Jew144. Now, back to the show. Oh, look how small. Where's it gone? Oh, it's biting me. No. The bee bat is biting me. Come here, you. It's trying to get behind me. Wait. I know it's here somewhere. I know it is. Where did you go? Cheeky, I was just admiring how cute and small it was, and it latched onto my tail and started biting me. Oh, big eagle. We've gone from one tiny little flying thing to a giant one swooping across our head. Okay. Wait, if we sniff, has he gone? Yeah, I think he's gone. That is a shame, because I would like to have gave him a nip back. Cheeky. Wait, is that tree floating? Devs, these trees are floating. Plus they've got square. Have they always had square? See, that shows how much notice I've taken. Yes, the trees are square. And yes, those ones are floating. They are nice trees, though. They look really effective. I can't believe that little bee bat got me. What? See, you can't trust anyone in this game. No one. And we are fully grown and looking amazing. I love these flowers so much. I think they've done an amazing job with the modeling. Those flowers are beautiful. So much so those flowers make the trees look terrible. They just do. It's just really nicely done. I like the back one better. This one you can see the body through it. Look, you can see the body at the bottom. That one you can as well, but those two at the back you can't, and I feel like that looks better. I don't think you should be able to see the body through it. We are in the desert. I'm basically following where the food is. We should have water over here. I'm on the private server, so I'm guessing no one's on, if I had to guess. I haven't seen anyone. No one's chatting, so I think I'm the only one in the server. So I'd say private server, the Justyblox server. It's free for anyone to use. The link is in the description below, as well as the link to my Twitter page and my TikTok. So if you want to follow me on either of those, I would be very much grateful. Let's check out some of the animations. I'm just going to come out here into the open. So, sitting animation. Quite straightforward. Sits his bum down. Again, that works for me. I quite like that. It suits the model. The only thing I don't like is these back, the back fins. I know they're massive, but sinking into the floor like that, little bit of a grind on me. I'm not a fan of that. Do we have a nice animation from sitting to lying? Because I always think that's good as well. Oh, we do actually. Oh no, we stuck her head in the sand. Oh, see, that's quite nice. And your ear sort of twitches every now and again. Look. Lovely. Lovely. Not sure about these sticking up. I suppose you'd look like grass, wouldn't you? You just look like part of the ground. Okay. End animation. Now, don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me. Don't be doing just lying on the floor and wiggling. I'm prepared for this because looking at the shape of it, the length, I'm going to say that's what it's going to do. Ready? Oh, it did. Oh, it's all right. It's not too bad. It's sort of more with its head than anything. It's not the best end animation, but it's not the worst either. I'm just going to come up here a bit. Hopefully I won't... Is there any flat area? I don't want to stick my head in the sand. There. Okay. So, Aggro Animation. Ooh, we look fierce. Those massive paws. Like, they are huge compared to the other paws. And he is using them to his full advantage. And I really like how it's opening its jaw wide like that. Really nice animation. Tails flicking around, which is good because that's probably the biggest part of us. And I'm guessing when we cower, we're just going to go really low, right? Oh, actually, that's not bad. It doesn't feel like I'm bowing. It just feels like almost like a pack animal. I'm just sort of lowering my head so it's lower than the alpha. That's quite nice. And his mouth, like the animation in its mouth for that. It's not just going, yeah, I bang my head. I'm. It's almost like he's going, yeah, I'm still going to defend myself, but I'm no harm to you. I like that very much so. Now, what does this beautiful creature sound like? Let's have a listen. Core number 1. That is a massive mouth. Core number 2. Well, I suppose it's got to get an egg in its mouth, so I suppose it would be big. Core number 3. And finally, core number 4. Lovely. Really, really nice creature. It does have some abilities, right? We can put mud down. There we go. We've got some mud, which we can then use our N animation just to... Oh yeah, see, that looks quite nice with the mud. Just getting his snout in there and moving around. I feel like... Wait, is that mud there all the time or just when I N? When I N... There seems to be a lot being flicked around for a very small amount of movement. Lovely. And now we've got this at the top. You've been covered in mud. Doubles the rate at which bleeding, burns and poisons are healed. Increases health regeneration rate by 25%. Hydra scent lasts for 90 seconds. Doesn't last for too long, but long enough to get away. 90 seconds is a fair amount of time if you're being hunted down or you're doing the hunting. Let's have another nibble to eat. I really like this model. Like, really. I think it's very well thought out. Very well executed. And the animations really suit it as well. Which is one thing I like. I like the animation and the model all to tie in nicely together. And this one does. If you haven't checked it out, get some eggs. Go and try and get one. You can win it in the boss fight as well, as far as I know. I would highly recommend playing as this creature. I can see this sort of being quite a popular one. You're going to see around the world quite a bit. That's what I can see. If you've enjoyed this episode, hit that like button. And if you haven't done already, please subscribe. It does help the channel. And until next time, I'll see you again.